So gut feeling, what exactly is a gut feeling? And it's something that is very much a primitive response within our systems. And so often we can feel the nerve, the fear, the anxiety, and think that's always our gut feeling. Now, I don't know if you watched my other video about reacting versus responding. And when you start to understand the difference between them, what is an emotional reaction and what is an emotional response? It's when we're in the response mode, that's when we know we're doing the right thing. It may, and the thing is that we all know for this ourselves, is that doing the right thing doesn't always feel comfortable, but it feels like, yeah, you know, this is the best for me. And it's, your gut feeling is very, very much about putting yourself first. And if we don't put ourselves first and we start to internalize it, hence why part of the reason I think so many people are having digestive problems is they are doing things day in, day out that really don't serve them. They're not doing things that make their heart skip a beat. When did you last do something that made you go, wow, that was amazing? I absolutely go, ah. When? Just let me know when. I do it every day. I do it a lot every day. People think when they see me online that I can be a little bit crazy and a bit nutty, but it's doing things that just absolutely think, wow, I'm out here walking in the woods. I mean, the sun is shining. The birds are singing. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, I just realised that was a great idea to do a spin around while you're holding a lead in a dog. So give me a second to get it back again. Because I want, you know, I've said this before, I keep things natural. This YouTube channel isn't about, you know, fancy graphics and everything and all sorts of stuff. I might bring some of that in as well because I actually am very interested in it. It's about having real conversations. And I think we're not having enough real conversations. We're not talking about things. And that is when we have a real conversation, we're going from what feels right from within. What is our gut feeling? And, you know, I had a great conversation with a friend of mine yesterday, and we can talk about these things, where we, you know, it was like trying to understand the gut feeling and the difference between gut feeling and then getting out of your comfort zone. Out of your comfort zone, the difference between the two. Gut feeling, this is right. This is whether it's pleasant, whether it's not pleasant. I know this is the right thing to do. That's your gut feeling because you're doing what is best for you. And best for your family and best for your friends and best for, you know, that it may be like ripping a band-aid, but I know I have to do that. That's your gut feeling. Comfort zone, on the other hand, comfort zone, and I had a real wow moment with this very, very recently. I was actually doing a webinar and I was in full flow and everything, and I went in to the transition stage, you know, and moving into the cell and all that. I was like, oh, this is really uncomfortable. And I was moving out of my comfort zone. And what I realised was when I did that, I was in full flow. So it's like you're going down the road, you're driving on a lovely motorway, you know, there's no real turns and bumps. And then all of a sudden, when you hit that transition, you're actually going into what's out of our comfort zone. So we don't know it. And our body, our energy and everything automatically makes you slow down a little bit so that you proceed with a little bit more caution, that you're not running blindly through something. Like you see people doing these fire walks all the time, and yeah, they're great and everything, but they're learning nothing from it because they're just tearing through. Yay! This is brilliant. I did one, I've done a glass walk. I'm doing a fire walk very shortly. I did a glass walk. And I did the arrow in the throat. I don't know if you know the one where you stand with an arrow in the throat and you smash it. And again, at the time, and I had lots of other people trying to tell me what it was, but I knew myself, I have to sit with this. And at the time, I wasn't sure what it meant, but I sat with the arrow right there. I'll show you a picture of it, of the one after I've smashed it. So the picture of it, I smashed it in 3 places. And I stood there and I knew I was last to go. I said, and I was just a bit like, something inside me just kept saying, wait. You have to wait. You have to feel the discomfort. And I got on stage and I went, I will do this because I choose to, not because I have to. And I got on the stage and I stood with the arrow right there, right in the middle. And I'm standing there, and then the voice in the head goes, that's kind of sore, Emer. Are you really, 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 really sure you want to do this? And that's the voices in our head. And when I look back at that experience, I was like, I had no idea that that arrow would smash. I had no idea what was going to happen. I had to just trust. I saw other people do it, and I had to trust and say, I can do this too. And I stood there, really firm, and I waited, and everyone was like, go on, go on, go on. I was like, no, it doesn't matter that they're telling me. I do this because I choose to do it. Everyone else smashed it in 2. I smashed mine in 3. Just saying. And it taught me an awful lot. That it's out of our comfort zone, we're actually going into like a learning phase. So that's why it slows down. And the reason, because if, and I explain a lot of things through music. Say if you're trying to learn the piano, and you're trying to learn, or any musical instrument, you have to learn the scales first. That's practicing the form, in order to build up what your body needs and everything in order to play the music and flow. And it's no different in any other form of comfort zone, is that you have to slow down, step, but keep stepping. What happens, so many people, they get to their comfort zone and they go, oh God, this feels like this thing is stuck on my throat and it's really sore. And they don't move. So then they just stay stuck. They don't go forward. But it's like, and the same when I did it on the glass, it's like, I do it slowly. I do it with purpose. How often do you hear me say, do things with purpose? I say it to my groups all the time online. Everything has to be with purpose. You need to be in control. You need to choose what it is you're doing is right for you, even if it doesn't feel comfortable. And that's the difference between comfort, getting out of your comfort zone, and that feeling of like, oh, this could hurt me, or oh my God, what's going to happen? Is it going to break? Is it going to? And it's these voices in our head, and it's our gut instinct that slows us down so we don't do something stupid. So it's our gut instinct that's helping us through it, not stopping us. Our gut instinct is purely knowing what is right for us. Am I doing the right thing? Am I standing up for another human being, or am I allowing ego get in the way and ruin it all? That's gut instinct. Out of comfort zone, the difference that is that it's like, okay, I've gone from flow, something I know very, very well, and I'm going into something I don't know. Out of your comfort zone. And I don't know this. So my thank you to my gut instinct for making me slow down and go with caution. So it's like if I was trying to walk the woods here in my bare feet, that I choose my steps wisely. That I'm not going to just suddenly go in and end up with a broken toe. So I hope that, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Again, I'm trying to create that open thinking space, get people thinking about it. I hope that my conversations will spark and inspire other ideas for you. So please leave it in the comments. Let's get the conversation started here. And as I say at every video start again. We will not be editing that out, but as I say at the end of every video, make sure you subscribe, hit the notifications button and share, because I really am honoured and inspired by others. In me inspiring people, it's coming back to me, and that is true energy flow of how this is helping people. So I need your help to get it out there more. So thank you very much. And guess what? I managed to get totally lost in the woods. So I better find my way out of here again. But you know what? It's okay. I will. Bye for now.
Don't complicate it, you might be already right. Sometimes it's just too easy to let it go.